Hey, what's up, YouTubers? Just making sure I'm recording and talking because I tried to do this yesterday and I talked for 12 minutes into a muted mic. Alright, I'm going to try to keep it kind of PG today because, not exactly a child's game, but it's, kids and all that. Close. But anyways, we're going to start out with the more obvious types of things that I'd like to get down. I'm going to give you guys 2 or 3 tips. And starting with the first tip, it only works on Congregate. Actually, no, I'll do the tip that works on every site, because Congregate you have to have K+, which is the monthly thing that you have to get to play their betas, because it's in beta on Congregate, or you can get power-up rewards, link your accounts, and get K+ that way. But you can get it free from other spots. It's just I have K+ from power-up rewards and all that, because I like the game magazines and all that. But anyways, if you're on Congregate, and when this comes out for you guys, or even on beta, just add everybody, literally add friend, and then you're gonna get crates, and you're gonna be able to give crates. Yeah, yeah, I am. But anyways, so what you're gonna want to do other than that is I'll explain the contest area. Now I'm not winning it right now, but I was winning it. Dang, 16. That is a lot. I still hold it for the longest though. Don't worry, I'll get it back. But what happens is whenever you have it, it's kind of like an extra banana farm times 2 or 3. And you can collect coins off of that, and whoever holds it the most over the 4.2, I think it starts out at 5 days, ends up getting a special prize. So we'll get that back a little bit later, but I have to do some special stuff for that. Let's see here. Okay, so I think I gave the first tip, maybe I kind of strayed away from it, but this one works with everywhere. Make sure you get the Ninja Monkey first. All green areas and beginning red areas, and yeah, you can pretty much do, no matter what. As long as you have one of those, and then you have your 2 dart monkeys, because you're going to want to definitely listen to these missions over here. They can give you a lot of rewards, and adding extra dart monkeys wasn't a smart idea for buildings, but the other buildings that they suggest that you build are pretty important. Now, the cool thing about I'm just going to go on and explain a couple different things. Banks, you need to increase your money. It increases it by 1,500 or 1,500 every single bank. It costs 5,000 for a super monkey, and I could get a super monkey thing right now, but it would be absolutely useless. I'd never be able to use it, because you also have to get the money in game. But anyways, so banana farms are very important for collecting money. I actually don't think they're important, because I make enough money from just doing these things, but I could understand later on where they'd become important, especially how this game is a lot of waiting. I guess I'll go on to the Bloon Stones before I get onto the towers and then some gameplay. But the Bloon Stones, let me explain them to you. In most games that have this kind of city type of thing, they'll be like, oh, to build this certain building, you're going to need these premium cash. Cool thing about balloons is the only thing that you're paying for is speed. So what you're going to be using Bloon Stones for is in-game increases, like doubling your speed of all towers for 10 seconds, or having red hot spikes that pop 3 times more balloons than the normal spikes, and they can pop through like steel balloons and all that blah blah blah. So yeah, that's what you're going to want to be using these guys for, is just upgrading things faster. You can also click fill banks, and you can fill your banks to the brim using them, and stuff like that. So use them whenever you really want to. And you're going to be able to get a lot of them fast as long as you have this guy at the beginning and do all the greens and reds. That's going to be a good at least 200 Bloonstone, and then you're going to get Bloonstone from these special missions. Special missions have special things that you have to do, like you can only bring in super monkeys and apprentices, and you can only have the starting cash, all this blah 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 that they'll do. Different things on different missions. Let's see what else we can get. Bloontonium is used to create balloons to attack other players. So Bloontonium, you can fill your it's kind of like stamina from like Mafia Wars and other games like that, and that's for the PvP, monkey versus monkey. You can defend and attack. Like I said, contested area, you're not attacking anybody, you're just fighting for how long you can hold that. Monkeys and items, that just shows all your items. Tracks, I believe, are unlimited tracks, or they might be created tracks. I know that you can probably create your own tracks eventually, because of the monkey versus monkey, but I'm not for sure. And if you miss the old unlimited, you just got to get to level 10. Not that long. Let's see what here. I guess we can go on to the buildings before I get to gameplay. But so yeah, you can save these up for stamina, or you can just spend them on filling to the brim, or of your cash, or speeding up certain upgrades. And remember, your energy to get up, you're definitely going to want these guys. They generate 70 power in their windmills. And these guys generate an extra 5, but they cost an extra $50, I think. 500 and then 550, I believe, is what it's going to be. So, exactly, that's, it matters if you think it's worth it. I don't really care. And plus, it matters how many areas you have unlocked. So, yeah, let me head on over to the build section over here. And how to upgrade dart monkey halls and for your dart monkeys and all that. So what you're going to want to do is you get your dart monkey, okay? And this works with the other ones as well. Sometimes you need a certain level, certain amount of power. And then you're going to have to buy the Monkey Academy and then upgrade, go over here to upgrades and buy the upgrades. And that lets you upgrade them in-game. Now, you think that you have the Monkey Academy and you can just upgrade these as you get them? No. Like, this one's going to, require the center of camo. So you're going to want to come over here, and even though you have this, now you're also going to need the special building, center of camo. And so that's what the special buildings are, and they do some other things. Monkey versus monkey, of course, helps with attacking and defending. Different buildings will do different things. And resources are, the banana farm, the monkey bank, the watermill, and the windmill. But make sure you definitely get this guy right at the beginning of the game, because he's very important. He helps out a lot later on, but you can pretty much take on all these areas with one dart monkey and one of these guys. And, all green and red balloon areas. I'm going to go through all the towers, and then we're going to get to some gameplay, even though you guys pretty much get the gist of Bloons games. I'm sure they've been out for years. This one is very unique, and a lot of people don't like this freemiums thing. But this one doesn't make you buy anything to get better. It just makes you buy things to do things faster. So it's at your own leisure, and you don't really have to. So we're going to go over the Dart Monkey Hall. Dart Monkeys are very, very, very good for taking out things in a row. And they're very cheap, of course. These guys are taking out, not really taking out anything, but, like, let's say you just want to slow them down. Like, take a yellow balloon to a green balloon. Because it's just going to hit a bunch of balloons, but it's not going to do a bunch of damage. Boomerang huts are kind of like these, but they do a bunch of damage, and they do take out a lot, but they're, no, they're not more expensive, but they tend to miss more, and they're not as fast. Snipers are very good for taking out big enemies. Ninjas are very good. They're just like the original monkey, but they're better. They just cost a little bit more. And they're very good for taking out things in a straight line, and they shoot very fast. Pineapple stands let you place bombs that explode after 3 seconds. Houses of ice let you freeze balloons. If you're going to buy one of these, make sure you have something that can break balloons, like the boomerangs. After you get a certain upgrade for them, I believe they can break through ice, and a couple other things. Spike shacks are for, placing spikes on the ground. They're not as good as the things that you spend balloon stones for, but they're still pretty good. Dartling gun is good, but you have to aim it all the time, and when you're at bigger levels, that's going to be annoying. And so what I recommend is, they're very good for contested territory, especially for starting out. Glue gun is very good for slowing down balloons, of course, and so is the freeze one, but this is strictly for slowing down. It does damage, I believe, at higher levels, but slowing down, and plus the freeze, you have to have something that can break it. Bomb range, they can blow through explosive balloons, and for camo, you're just going to want to get spikes or, have an upgrade for one of your balloons. But yeah, bomb range is very good for, metal, because metal balloons, I believe, is what they are actually called. But there's normal darts and ninja monkeys and all that won't work against them, so definitely want to get these. These are very overpowered. They're good for taking out areas, and they shoot pretty fast. They're not as good as the apprentices, and they're definitely not as good as the super monkeys, but I'd give them a good 3rd or 4th place. Spike factories are just like the spikes, except they put out an unlimited amount, but when the round ends, all the spikes that were put out disappear. So make sure you put them kind of near the end of the level. Ports are very good, but they have they place a boat that shoots like 3 darts, and they do a lot of damage too. Sorry, just still a little sick. But anyways, they're kind of limited at where you can put them, so that's kind of bad. Engineer workshops, what I believe is they upgrade other monkeys. so, you know, kind of around them, maybe fix some stuff, something like that. I don't know exactly what engineers do, because I haven't unlocked them. That's the newer monkeys. Mortars, they are extremely good, but they only attack one specific place that you set them at. Ace airports, they're not very good, but they attack all the way around the map. Wizards are very good, and they're cheaper than the super monkeys. Monkey villages, you kind of start out with. They won't let you place them, but you kind of start out with them because of your city hall. But anyways, what they do is you can either have them get you more money and see camel balloons if you go down one upgrade path, or you can have it where they make your towers do more attack speed and all that. And then the super monkeys are just the best things ever. And then, you know, there's all their upgrade buildings that you're going to need for each one. I believe you only need one, and then you just upgrade it from there, but the upgrades are pretty expensive. Special buildings, I believe you're only going to need one of, but there's a whole crap ton of them. Monkey versus monkey, we're going to get to see what happens with those when you guys unlock some of these. I don't want any of the premium buildings to, because they don't give you a description on what they do at all. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and get into some gameplay here. I prefer to not play in ocean zones. Those are my least favorite. Ooh, one of my friends sent me something. Actually, I'm going to keep that. But yeah, like this level right here, I'll show you guys how to do this. Place this monkey right here, and like as you can see, you can't place this guy anywhere. There's no water. But let's go ahead and place you. You're going to try to get everything. Yeah, like that's fine, because it's going to arc out, and it's weird, because sometimes these guys kind of arc out past their line. But they'll still hit some things in here. But as you guys are going to see is, you know, I could have placed them right here. I don't know if you can. And it would have, you know, hit them in a line. It hits 2 in a row. But he shoots very fast. Where these guys can hit 3. But eventually you can upgrade this guy to hit even more range and attack speed. Yeah. And sometimes you'll hit them when they're right here. And it'll just pop these ones over here. These things just keep going, unlike these guys. So, but these guys can pop 3. They can even pop more when you upgrade them, of course. Where would a good spot for the first? Here would be a good spot for the first, as long as his range doesn't get too high. But as you can see, it would pop like more in this row. But his range might get too high when I do this. We'll see. Nope, just good enough. Excuse me. This thing I don't really recommend unless there's a lot of balloons. Because he pops 3 or 4 balloons normally, and this increases it to 7. But when are you ever going to get 7 in this arc? I wish it was a perfect arc. Like, you know, goes all the way around here, or if you'd put it in here, it'd go all the way around here and then back to him. But I never, ever see it do that. So, whatever, I guess. Now this guy I'm going to do last balloon, so he shoots down this. Not the best balloons player ever, but it's a lazy game anyways. If I lose, I wouldn't even be angry. But as you can see, if you keep all of your lives without losing any, you get 5 balloon stones. And like I said, they're not really important. Just use them at your own leisure whenever you want to upgrade things. I think I've hit everything pretty much. I don't know what the special reward you get for holding this for a very long time, but I do know I'm in first, and I will be retaking that as soon as I reach level 8. Remember, you can use this guy and 1 balloon thing, 1 or 2 dart monkeys, and you can take on pretty much all green areas, even these. These are a little bit harder, but still you should be able to do it, and definitely all red areas with just this. So go ahead and get that. After that, you might want to get the boomerang just because of the upgrades that you automatically get, because the upgrades for the dart monkey and the boomerang are the same thing for some random reason, I don't know. But I don't really like the boomerang one. It's pretty good, but you gotta set it up in like exactly correct spots that are, you know, down to the T, and then with every single map changing all the time instead of, you know, just picking an endless mode, you gotta adapt to each. So, pretty hard game. We'll go over the tips real quick again. If you're on Congregate, just add a bunch of people. If you're not on Congregate, I believe it still does have the friend thing, so if you guys want to do some stuff in the comments there, maybe get together, get a little group going or something there, I'll join you guys even on the free one. I believe it's on Ninja Kiwi. I think that's pretty much how you pronounce that. That you can Kiwi, I believe it's Kiwi. But anyways, but yeah, it should be free on there without beta. So we can all go hang out and play on that. I'll have them both on this, or you guys can wait till this comes out of beta, or you can get K+. I don't have any sponsorships, but you know, betas are cool in the first place, and I do a lot of beta games on here. Make sure you buy this one first. This upgrades this one. Don't do this. It may seem like it's not in a very hard area compared to like up here. It is. So yeah, don't do that. Well, 2 special missions in a row over there. I believe that these are all randomly generated, but I could be incorrect. Yeah, I think I pretty much hit everything other than PvP, but I'll do a separate video on that. So subscribe, like, favorite, and you guys get to see that later. How long have I been recording? 15 minutes, damn. I wanted to keep it PG. Sorry about that. But like I said, you know, badass isn't a bad word for children because, you know, I'm not saying it in anger. Things are just badass. And then Donkey D, because who doesn't like a big old Donkey D? Alright, see you guys later.